EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 36-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
49.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal. And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
Pass incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
At the 31.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. In search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Steelers 10, Ravens 7.
They'll run here with Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only. A yard, and it'll be 4th down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Watch the twist.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10.
Good. makes the score Ravens 14, Steelers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
At the 21-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Steelers.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. Ebron's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
4-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
A gain of a yard.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Dobbins running out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big.
Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
The running back on the
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
adjusted.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Roethlisberger here finding Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Ben to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And 2.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Steelers.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Second and 10.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
40-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Today's final score, Ravens.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.